I love my I don't know if you can see my boxing glove to the
Yes.
bone because I think like it's still like I actually love it. I think Apex is my lucky place. No,
Yeah.
the yard on the floor, the numbers, the
Yeah.
yard numbers was the point. I thought
Oh my
the
gosh.
place is that line. 10 years now, I feel like this is my home. I even tell my friends like sometimes they ask, "Oh, you miss Brazil?"
All right, guys, this is Crazy Kev here, and I'm here with the one, the only Miss Jaqueline. Jaqueline, how we doing?
Hi, I'm doing great, and you?
I'm doing good. I can't complain. And you've obviously been a busy person. You just got done with your marriage. You had your fight not too long ago. I mean, talk to us a bit more about kind of how life has been and what you've been kind of up to.
I mean, life has been great. No, it's been busy, but it's also good, like with good things. Like I just got married for like I think a few months ago, and it's just a lot of going on. But we, like I would say, we finally have like everything is calmed down now. So then my main focus now will be like fighting, and yeah, I'm just happy and grateful for everything that has been happening. I'm sure this year will be great too.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you in the cage in 2025. And speaking about that, I mean, have you kind of maybe thought about when you'd want to get back in the cage, like maybe what month or anything like that?
Yeah, so I'm planning for March. Like I'm talking to my manager, I really want to find March or maybe early April. I know they have a card here in Miami, April, so maybe there we try to work on that too. But definitely like March or April, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
Um,
no, March or April will definitely be a lot of fun. We'd love to have you there. And for March or April, is there maybe any opponents on maybe on who you'd want to face on those dates?
I don't have any names right now, like now, but I'm sure I want to like go ahead on the division. So I know I'm right there, like close to the rank. So if somebody ranked, great. But I want some opponents that can push me like going forward. So that's what I want for right now.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. And as well too, coming off your last fight, I mean, you're coming off another big armbar win. I mean, this is your fourth one now in your pro career. I mean, what's up with these arm bars? Are you hunting for them in training camps? I mean, or are you just kind of seeing them in the fights? I mean, talk to us more about that.
It's funny. Actually, on training camp, I don't do a lot of arm bars, which is funny. I like more like back controls, triangle. Those are my favorite submissions, like in position. But yeah, that like on my fights, I usually stop there. So and I did jiu-jitsu my whole life, so arm bars gonna always be there if I see it. But it's actually not something I do on the train a lot. But my jiu-jitsu competition, I guess I did a lot of armbar, but not like MMA fight camp. But yeah, I think on the fights it's just that, and it's just like my jiu-jitsu quick, like quick automatic, and then I just go for it.
Yeah, yeah, no, 100%. And with that last fight, I mean, you had to deal with a little bit of like the controversy and stuff. Was that like annoying to have to deal with that because you had a lot of control in that fight? You were a big favorite. I mean, talk to us more about having to deal with that too.
Uh, no, I didn't let it like bother me. Like I say on the other interview, the referee was right there. I think I understand why my opponent was upset or complained or something. I understand her point, but I think the referee was right there on the fight. I actually look at him and I was not holding or anything. And I think even if he stop it or something, the worst he can do is just like he does all the fights, just told you the athlete say like let it go or something, but I don't think it would have changed eventually like the result of the fight. I think I have the clean bash, had the full defense. I don't think it changed anything.
Yeah, no, I agree 100% with you. And your last couple of fights have been in the Apex. I mean, how do you like fighting in the Apex?
I actually love it. I think Apex is my lucky place. No,
Yeah.
that's been better since I fought there, but I'm sure I want to like fight on the big cars again. That's one of my goals. Like my debut was on the big car in Miami, and unfortunately I didn't win, but I want to get back. Like I want to like feel the crowd, like hear the crowd again. I think I really want to perform like in front of like the fans and the crowd again.
Yeah, no, I definitely would like to see you in front of the crowd for your next fight. And with you having 9 wins now in your career now, all of your finish or all of your fights have kind of ended by finish. Does that kind of get in your head at all? Like, oh, I have to go out there and not only win but get a finish as well too to keep that 100% finish rate?
Uh, no, I don't go to the fight like that. Honestly, that was my mistake on my debut, like because I was on the fear, so I thought, oh, I'm gonna go to this fight, I'm gonna finish the fight right away, and that's not what happened. But I learned a lot from that, and I think now I just have to think about the win. Of course, every time I go there, I'm gonna look for the finish, this finish there. But if I can also be made the press is fine too. I know I can win all the ways. And this is the UFC, you're not gonna go there every time you finish everybody, but my goal is always, of course, to get the submission, but now I have a more open mindset for other like ways of winning the fight.
Yeah, 100%. No, you definitely do. And when it comes to your training, I mean, who are maybe some of the best training partners that make you the best version of you?
I have a lot of good training partners, American Top Team, a lot of girls on my size. I think my main training partners will be Stella Nunes, is also in the UFC. She's a striker. My other friends that I have in there, like they're really good training partners. I think this is my main, like that I spy with. The girls over there. And I think I'd like to train for Pantoja, Pedro Munhoz, so they're like kind of like smaller guys, and they actually really push me in the training. So that's like a plus. And yeah, those are my main training plans that I really like to train. I really like to train for everybody, but as long as they push me to be a better version of myself, it's great.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. And now with you training in jujitsu for a while now, I mean, when you kind of first started, or just in general, what were maybe some submissions that maybe gave you some like trouble in the gym and was like kind of hard to master, but now you kind of got them down?
Uh, Actually, from jiu-jitsu itself to MMA is different. So I did have to change a lot of things to my game of MMA, to be honest. Like, it's not the same thing. Like, I think a lot of grapplers' mistakes that they think when they come to jiu-jitsu and they go to MMA, they can do the same things. It's a whole, like, different thing. So one of the submissions that I actually have to change, if like it's funny enough, is my rear naked choke. Like, it sounds simple, but it's true. It's different MMA. With the gloves are different. They defend it better and everything. So I think from jiu-jitsu to MMA, I changed. I did some adjustment to be better or like get the rear naked choke. MMA is a completely different like type of jiu-jitsu. I think from MMA. In MMA, you have to be more on control, more on top, try to hold the position, punching. So I think actually a lot of things I changed on my game for MMA from jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. That definitely makes a lot of sense. And you went on a little bit of like a tattoo binge. You were getting a couple new tattoos as well. I mean, talk to us a bit more about those, and what's maybe some of your favorite ones.
Yes, I just did this one recently. I don't know if you can see, like, it's a white tiger. I like tigers. I think they are a great symbol of like strength, like confidence, and they're also loner. So I feel like my whole life I was always a loner, like on the outside. So yeah, I really love this one, and I love my. I don't know if you can see my boxing glove with the
Yes.
gold, because I think like it's still like, even though I'm a fighter, like I'm still like a woman. I'm still like feminine. So that's a really nice tattoo that I really like.
Yeah, yeah. No, those are definitely really cool. And are you planning to maybe get any more in the future?
Oh yeah, I wanna do the whole sleeving thing. So
Oh,
just
nice.
get it started.
Oh, okay, okay. So with your sleeve, do you kind of have like a game plan of what you kind of want to get on it yet, or nothing yet?
No, my tattoos are very random. So
Okay.
I like to do once every after like every fight, like to mean something on that camp or something. I try to find something meaningful. So that's what I do. Like after every fight, I go right away and do a new one.
Fair enough. Oh, that's awesome. That's definitely really cool. And after a fight, what do you typically like to eat after a post-fight win?
Usually, I post my I like to eat junk food.
Okay, fair enough.
Like, like hamburgers and fries and pizza.
Nice.
Like I go on a week, I will just like eating junk food, but I like to eat clean. I like to be on a diet. So, but yeah, definitely one of the junk food after the fight.
Nice, nice. That definitely sounds like a good time. And when you're not in the cage training and whatnot, I mean, what do you typically like to do outside of fighting?
Usually outside fighting. Actually, right now, I mean, like getting on reading, like learning more about like history and stuff. Because growing up, I was not honest, I was not very good at like the books or reading. And recently, like I have the curiosity to learn about like history, like overall, because I felt like I didn't know much about anything besides fight. So I'm trying to get more knowledge on everything with out there in the world. So I like to watch documentaries and history, and I love to cook, and then outside fighting too. I'm very girly, so I like to see what is new on makeup and this stuff, girly stuff.
Fair enough. That's definitely pretty cool. And
Yeah.
you mentioned you like to cook. What's maybe some of your best things that you're good at making?
I'm honest, like I don't want to sound like cocky, but I'm good at cooking everything. Like I think
Nice.
this is a very like Brazilian thing. We're very good at cooking, but I love to do pasta. I do very good pastas, lasagnas. I don't know. I do a lot of good things. Chicken, like very good. It's just I just need to see the recipe and do. I'll do very well.
That's awesome. That's definitely pretty cool. And you mentioned that obviously you lived in Brazil for a little bit before you traveled to America. I mean, what was it kind of like to live over in Brazil and then kind of make the move over here to America?
Yeah, live in Brazil, like where I'm from North Brazil. I'm from Manaus, Amazon, Brazil. In Brazil was tough. Like in Brazil, we used to say like that we have to kill a lion per day because the life is so hard. So you have to
Right.
kill a lion per day. It's a Brazilian thing to say. But yeah, when I jiu-jitsu actually made me make it to US. Like when I first came to US, like in 2013, was for competing like world championship. Was MMA was not even in the picture yet, but I always wanted to do. But I was more focused on jiu-jitsu, and yeah, I think one of the biggest change in my life was moving to US. Like I'm very like grateful to live here. They opened me so much opportunities that I would not have in Brazil, and yeah, just like I feel like you, I'm here like for almost like 10 years now. I feel like this is my home. I even tell my friends like sometimes they ask, "Oh, you miss Brazil?" I do, but also don't want to go back and live, so they don't understand it. Like I love it to live in US, so yeah, I just love US and everything they offer me till this day, like all the opportunities and everything.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely glad you love it here. And with
Mhm.
all the different places that you might have traveled to, I mean, what's maybe one of the like your favorite places that you've traveled to so far?
Actually, I think my first international trip was for Abu Dhabi. Was the Abu Dhabi World Pro, was a jiu-jitsu competition. Was like 16, and I think that really impact like my life because it was my first trip like outside Brazil ever. It was a long like trip to Abu Dhabi. It was a completely different culture and everything. So I think that is always on my memory. And also I just recently visited Italy. I love Italy. I think was amazing. Like a lot of history. Yeah.
Yeah, no, no, Italy definitely sounds cool. And with Italy, everyone always mentions how good the food is. Do you think that's maybe the best food you've had at like places you've traveled to?
Yes, I love the food in there. It was really good. The sandwich, the pasta, the food is just so much fresh thing. I don't know. It's just better. It was really good. I would definitely like recommend everybody to go and visit once.
Fair enough. Okay. So another thing about you is you used to teach kids jujitsu. I mean, talk to us a little bit more about, kind of that and how you enjoyed doing that.
Yes, that was actually like my first years in US. I used to teach in a gym, teach kids, and I mean, it was great. Actually, that's what helped me to improve my English because my English was not very good. And I actually started to teach kids, and when you talk to kids, is hard. Now you really have to, they really have to make them understand you. So I started studying myself, and that actually helped me a lot. And actually helps if you're jiu-jitsu. I think when you constantly teach someone and you always learning something. And yeah, I really enjoy. I also take women's class and was really good. Like I still see some of my students to the day still doing. So that's what makes me like really happy for the day still like doing it. I love it like just as much as I do.
Yeah, no, that's definitely really cool. And you mentioned you teach women as well as kids. I mean, what was maybe easier for you, maybe teaching the women or the kids?
I think the women's was easy because kids you have to be more patient. They sometimes they don't understand so as easy. So but I like kids. I think kids are awesome too, but women's are definitely easier.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I definitely hear you there. And speaking of that, I'm actually a Taekwondo instructor myself, so I teach a lot of kids and adults at my gym. And with all the people I have at my gym, what advice would you give them to keep on coming into the gym and to get better and better every class?
I think for you to get better and better every class, I think it might sound cliche, but I think it's just to have fun with it. Like I think when you go, like if I go and get frustrated that you're not getting better the first month, first week, whatever, like I think that's gonna crush like your motivation. I think you just should have focused on the bigger picture overall, like it's a everyday improvement. I mean, I'm not still like as good as I wanted to be to this day, and I haven't been doing for like my whole life. So I think as long as you go there and have fun, have a good mindset, look for a good gym, like good training partners, and be able like to share, also help people. I think that's really important. I think you need to really have an open mind, like to share, but also to learn. I think on these days, like a lot of people, they have a closed mind. They don't want to learn, like they don't want to share their knowledge either. So I think that's not really good. I think you should be able to like share and out, but also like learning from other people.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's an awesome message, 100%, and definitely some good advice. And you mentioned earlier in the interview that you want to kind of get back into fighting and maybe like March time. How active do you want to be in 2024? How many fights do you think you want to have? Or 2025, I guess now.
Yeah, I wanna do like 3 fights this year. That's why I'm playing March and then maybe summer and then one more at the end of the year if everything occurs as a plan. But that's definitely my goal. I wanna be more active this year. And yeah, I'm just waiting for my fight March and then summer and then end of the year and then will put me in a good spot.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that would put you in a good spot. And another thing I wanted to ask you about as well too. I'm from Philadelphia. I'm a big Eagles fan. You're a Washington fan. How did you kind of become a Washington fan? Talk to us more about that.
uh, actually, that's funny because when I first moved to US, I didn't know what football was at all. I didn't understand anything. I was like, why they are running? Like, I thought, actually, funny story, I thought the yard on the floor, the
Yeah.
yard numbers was the point. I thought
Oh my
the
gosh.
fish that was I didn't understand at all. But then I started dating my husband. He's a big like Washington fan. He's a big football fan. He loves it. And he started explaining me the rules and everything. So I started learning. Then I really started enjoying. He's like I say, a big Washington fan. So that's my team too. I like them. I also like the Dolphins, but I think Washington, with the whole history that I learned about them, I think this is one of the oldest team out there, and I just like the team. Yeah, but I'm glad now I understand everything, the rules.
That's awesome. That's really funny about the rules. I wouldn't have guessed that. Yeah, I was wearing an Eagles hat like 20 minutes before the interview. I was like, maybe I shouldn't wear that. She's a Washington's fan. That would be
No, it's okay. I'm cool. I'm a nice like Washington fan, so it's fine.
all good, all good. But yeah, Jacqueline, it's been awesome talking to you. Like I said, thank you so much for coming on and doing the interview. I mean, what's maybe your final message out there for the fans watching this video?
Just my final message there is just be a good people, show the people, be really like to serve people, to help people, but also like be will like to learn. Have a good heart, have good intentions. You know, I think when you seek like to be a good person, I think everything works for you. And yeah, I don't know if you know, I'm a Christian, so I'm a Jesus follower, and I think that helped me like a lot to be like. So I think like when you seek Jesus, you seek like a relationship. It's not even like about the religion, but the relationship with God, yourself, you and Him. I think that will definitely make you a good person.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's an awesome message. And thank you so much for taking the time. It means a lot to me. And hopefully we can see you back in there in March.
Yes, we will. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. Hopefully we can do another one in the future. And it means a lot for me for coming on.
Yes, thank you.